And they were like, Calvin, you want the slim one or you want the thick one? I was like, nigga, I want the thick, right?
The mics are blood clot open. Check, check, check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
Damn, episode 164. The mics are open. Back in the building. And Young.
Neville.
Big C.
Yeller.
Yeah,
This
so
mic
since
is
Nev
looking
wasn't
so
with
far.
us on the Whenever episode, bro, little Mioka text Father's Day.
I've been there, daddy, man. I was disappointed. This time zilingia mbili, but I've been fathering them. Yeah, but as usual, I was out there just looking out to see if the respect is still being put on fathers. But yeah, the usual thing. So I guess we'll have to wait till next year to see, how things go. But as other podcasters have said, you just need to enjoy that day on your own, like your birthday. You need to know how best you would, celebrate yourself. Because if you look out, if you check you online on the internet, at you trying to get standards of how Dad's or Father's Day should be, Aki, you'll just be crying on your own. Because I'm sure it's a handful of fathers who got gifts. Sijui kama Calvin, did you get gift? Did you get like a gift or ama ilikuwa tu food, tie, socks,
Ah, man, I didn't get shit.
Walai, not even an M-Pesa,
Yeah.
even a...
Yeah, I got like a couple of brands that were like, oh, send us your pictures so that we
Yeah,
can...
maybe brands were doing better.
Yeah,
Shout out brands out there.
Peperuka wanted to send me a thingy, a parcel. Peperuka, the t-shirt guys, right?
Yeah.
But they were asking me for a picture. I forgot to send them. I don't know what they wanted. And then...
love these
254
struggles, bro.
254 Brewery, they wanted to send me a thing as well. I don't know what happened. Yeah, but for me, honestly, I don't know. I struggle with that Father's Day thing and everything.
Yeah,
Me as long-
also-
but I got the most important thing. I got a handmade card by my daughter.
Nice. Something I sorry to budge in, but
No worries.
something I forgot to ask. How would you want to celebrate Father's Day or to be celebrated on Father's Day? How would you have Father's Day go?
To be honest, I would love to act as the fathers I grew up around. My uncle, grandfathers, what. I honestly don't give two shits about it. You get, like, let's continue.
It's another day.
It's another day.
I
like Valentine's Day.
Like you found, like, you even see how all of a sudden you guys want to tune up the volume about it.
Yeah.
On this one day, you guys don't want me to pay the bill.
Just this one
Just
day.
this one day.
Yeah.
Other times.
Out of 365
Get fucking
days.
serious.
You want it to be like Valentine's. Show me every day. is Father's
Come on,
Day.
you know,
Every day is
like
Father's Day.
treat me some time. This whole shit of, it's Father Day, we're gonna take you what. Ah, bro, listen.
Yo,
You need to press, eh?
I liked that conversation that went around that said you never see sales on Father's Day at 20% off on electronics,
Oh, yeah.
but Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, all these other nice days that the white man came up with. It's just like bare sales every
Not
supermarket.
interesting.
Yeah, man.
But I love it, Maze.
It's 50 was talking about that on
Yeah.
his Instagram, and it's one of those things, man. So Father's Day, it's just like how Breast Cancer Awareness Month is celebrated with so much.
Yeah.
You get,
Yeah.
or when it comes to domestic violence, which is, we can't even sit and compare because, of course, men do some heinous things, right?
Yeah.
But also the boy child, the plights that people are going through. Must lie. But here's the thing. Me, I can't really blame it on... I can't really blame it and say, women, what. I think the men are actually to blame. Because
Yeah,
we're
our
too
own
hardcore.
actions.
No.
Yeah, plus all the other toxic all the other added factors that us we bring to the table makes, I feel ni kama PR ya Father's Day is not as strong. That office needs more
Tulijichomea,
people.
man.
They need more people in that PR office for Father's Day so that, it is how it should be, as we all think it should be out there. But yeah, how has your week been after Father's Day? We had music dropping. We had some good
Oh,
things.
didn't we?
Beyonce. Oh, Queen
As
Bee.
you keep saying, we're eating good, bro.
Chris
eating
Brown,
good.
you know. Chris Brown
Oh, Breezy
today.
about to drop. Oh, man.
Brown,
You know,
man.
Chris
Yeah.
Brown
There's-
blessing us with Breezy. How do you all feel about the climate, about music right now? Is it a eating good time or this is the normal thing? Calvin?
You know, it's interesting. There is a lot of music that's dropped. Okay, Chris Brown, 25th June, today. Beyonce's coming.
Yeah, next month, July.
Kendrick just dropped,
Renaissance.
right? Bro, I'm even getting to a point. Who else has dropped? Post
Jack
Malone,
Harlow dropped.
Yeah.
Post Malone dropped.
Pusha T.
J. Cole dropped.
J. Cole.
Pusha dropped.
Bro,
Kanye
it is
dropped.
so much. Kanye has dropped like
Kanye
twice.
Chris
Everyone-
Kaiga dropped.
Bro,
Wakadinali.
like there's so much.
Wakadinali.
Wakadinali, you know, Wangeshi saying hi and
Yeah,
Ska.
And
they're
Ska,
doing
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's so much. Sido's coming
Yeah,
with
man.
you get.
Many projects.
Yeah.
MGM
Zulian
dropped something.
Drizzo.
You know, like
Yeah.
there's a
Some
lot.
Gavi,
Like it's
yeah.
gotten to a point where I feel like as creatives, and I think I kind of mentioned it on the minisode, right? And also, this is just music that's dropping, bro. You're looking at tour dates. Kid Cudi's announced. Who's announced?
Beyonce's definitely
Bro.
going on tour.
Yeah. Chris
Brown
Brown
was
is
going
going
on
on.
tour.
You know,
Yeah.
man, it's a
Africa's
lot.
still not included in the world tour.
Yeah, I know, right? Kid Cudi said, "I'm going on world tour."
Yeah.
I saw everywhere in the states.
Yeah,
So it's an
a good
interesting time. Of course, I kind of said it on the minisode. I will attribute the fact that there's a lot of music that's dropping and a lot of world tours because people to some point were starving.
Memes.
Like let's not call it what it is.
That's
You know, tours
feeds a lot of people.
Yeah, tours contribute tours and merchandise, right? Because when you go on tour, there's a lot of merchandise that's been sold, right? It contributes to a lot. So imagine 2020, you weren't there.
Yeah.
2021, you weren't there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now the
guys.
doors have opened.
Yeah.
Plus, during that time, most artists have attributed that during the lockdown, COVID times, you know, they were all creating the music.
Yeah.
Like Beyonce, Tina Knowles, the mom said that Beyonce now this is her work. She's been working through the pandemic, and this is like her best work. She wants
That's
to give
scary,
it,
bro.
to deliver
That's
to us.
scary.
And this is Act 1, Renaissance going up on the Google search. You know, I don't know if
Yeah.
you can spell that, Calvin. Renaissance.
We could.
R-E-N-E,
Renaissance.
what, yeah.
Yeah, but now let's get to the meat of the of the matter. This dance thing
Phase.
that is this dance, because I'm sure as all trends, trends go and come. Kitambo, we used to love some type of jeans, skinny jeans, and skinny jeans were the thing back in the day. And then the fashion cycle always comes around. So I feel as if maybe with music we're experiencing where dance used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Dance music, it used to be a thing. And now with the major artists like Beyonce just dropped a song and it's going crazy. Drake just dropped a surprise project which is entirely dance.
I think, guys, music goes the same way fashion does. Dance. Remember in 08, 9, 10 Uko, Florida was everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Pitbull, David Guetta, Tiesto, Pop. It was Asha. All of
Tomorrowland.
this.
We always wanted to go to Tomorrowland.
Oh,
So
that's
we
still
did,
happening.
we did go
Bucket
through,
list.
we did go through that whole phase, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy how it just,
Cycle.
Yeah.
goes what. Like on this year podcast, we spoke about how dancehall has kinda tanked,
the sleep
right?
kidogo.
But bro, it's slowly starting to come back.
Yeah, don't
You get?
sleep on it. Don't
yeah,
sleep
don't
on
sleep
it.
on it, right? Yo, it's slowly starting to come back. Like early this week, I had Oxlade in the studio, right? And I was asking Oxlade, bro, them bell-bottom pants. And he's like, fam, bro, you be seeing it. Everybody's now selling those chunky shoes. Remember Jackson and the five?
Jackson,
Jackson
Yeah,
Boom,
Five.
Jackson 5. The shoes. Bro, it's starting to all come back. So it's so interesting, right? And yeah, to bring it back to Drake. And we kind of touched on it, right? Bro, man, a lot has been said. There's been so much backlash about it.
What's your take?
My take is this.
When you
Or
first
did you finally get to listen to the
Yeah.
whole project?
I've listened halfway to it.
Did you dance a bit? Did you move
I
your
like
hips?
it. I like it.
Did you
I like
move your
it.
hips?
It's chill vibes. You know what I mean?
Bop in the head.
Bop in the
No,
head,
not the
you know,
hips. No
a
moving
couple
the
of
hips.
Did you move
bits
your
here,
hips?
there, you know,
Ain't
hips.
Shakira.
No.
You're
You
not
get
moving your hips.
nah, I can't. I've been listening to it in the car. You know, like I read something before I even go back to the conversation. Every ride, every drive in the car is a disco. No, it's a concert.
True.
So for me, every time I'm in the car, I'm in a concert.
In a concert
So you
of
can
your
imagine how many concerts I'm at.
Umezitembea,
I've been J. Cole's concert. So going back to the question. I listen to music, whole body of work, album, what, and I've listened to it. I like it. I will go back and listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you ranking it among top Drake projects or not?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, not
That's a
yet.
tough one.
Yeah, Andy, what do you feel? Do you feel as if it ranks up there with Views and you know all these other amazing projects Drake has dropped?
I wouldn't put it there because this is something completely different. This was left field. No one was expecting this. And he gave us a taste of this throughout his other projects. You know, how I feel about the project, as I said on the mini-sode, I like it because first of all, we were not expecting anything from Drake.
Were you moving your hips?
The moment is this on your hips, maze. I was jamming. I'm sure my hips moved at some point.
It needs some gyration.
I'm sure my hips moved at some point. I know the song you're talking about, but yeah, mostly I was listening out to feel the vibe, you know, and I like it.
Nice.
And as we talked about, it's not the album for guys who asking you, hey, what are you doing right now? Nah, it's the project for guys who are like, hey, we're doing this tonight. We're going out for dinner Saturday night.
Yeah.
There's levels to this. What I didn't like so much about it was the fact that Drake is still being the kind of toxic and sad nigga at the same time, and I'm like, enough of
I
this,
love it.
bro.
No.
Enough of this,
Inject
maze.
it into the system.
Enough of this. Like, this is happy vibes. Why am I jamming to this record because I love the beat? But if I sit down to listen to the message, it's sad.
Nah,
No,
Andy,
but
you can't
but,
listen to the
but here's the
message.
thing.
Leave the message.
But you
It's so
see,
sad. Like,
but,
Drake, come on, man.
but you see, here's the thing. Drake has consistently been who he is.
Yeah, nah, and sikatai.
But we're
you
all
know,
like that,
I'm not
Andy.
denying that. I'm not denying. But bro, it's such a happy vibe. Like, why should I be? It's like last for Burna Boy. It's such a sad song.
Yeah, you can't dance it at weddings. Please stop it.
But see the DJ drop it at the club.
Yeah,
Everybody losing it.
but you see,
it's such a sad
but you see,
song.
but you see, here's the thing.
That's the only thing, though.
Here's the thing, and this is probably a peril of your profession. A lot of people are in a zone where guys are just listening to music for vibes.
Like,
You
imagine your voice.
No.
But then you remember.
Let me
let it go.
let me
She dealt with you rough. You're like,
let me break it
"What
down
do
for
you
you.
mean?"
A lot of people,
Bruh, come on.
bro, half of the time, you remember, like right now, we're listening to like Afro beats. It's in our face everywhere. You don't understand some of the things they say, but you're just feeling it.
It's the best.
Guys
Yeah.
have been used to. We're coming from a place where you've just been listening to the vibes. You get? And Jay-Z actually said it. Do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it? A lot of people actually skim through it, right?
Yeah.
If you go to a couple of people, bro, they have no idea what Burna Boy is talking about
Yeah,
on
on
Last, right?
Yeah.
When he says he crashed his Ferrari because he was still in the motions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah, break up thing.
Guys
But
don't.
when they are shouting at
guys,
the club,
last. Nah.
everybody
Go chop breakfast.
And you're
Guys
just
have
eating
no fucking
manduma
clue.
there and you're
You know what I
chopping
mean?
breakfast. Get
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, you get.
No, I support it. I
You
love
know,
the ideas.
Yeah, but
Yes.
but you know, like in Nigeria, when you say let's go chop, it means let's go eat.
Yeah.
Like they call it chop. Like like you say, how would you say it over here? Let's go like to Kudish. Yeah, chop. Yeah.
But-
So I honestly feel like for you, it's because you're a purist.
Okay.
You get?
Yeah.
You're a purist. A lot of people are not. You get, like, when you hear a lot of people who are so entitled, like I had Charlemagne give his whatever.
His review.
His review. Then
did he
some
say?
other guy who said, what's the previous Drake album? Certified Lover Boy.
CLB.
Some guy who's giving one of these like podcast guys. He was like, I listened to Certified Lover Boy. This was the time it dropped. I've never gone back to listen to it. It's such a shit album. I'm like, bro,
That's a lie.
you get?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Big cap.
opinions. Yeah.
So
But-
for me, like in conclusion, I think some of the sentiments that you will get that will cloud are from purists.
Yeah, plus
Unasema
there
how
are
you
some
feeling?
artists who, when I listen to Nyashinsky's album, I want to hear the beat from Sedo, yes,
Yeah.
and I also want to hear what Nyashinsky has
The
to get
bars.
off his chest because he's gonna inform us about things. Same to Sauti Sol, same to Kali, same to Triomio, same to all these other acts, and there are artists who I know I will not really listen to what their lyrics are saying because might not be the life they are living, or they might just be saying it for the beat.
Yeah.
When I listen to what Jack Harlow says, or some things that most of the drill rappers say, and all these other things, yes, you're putting some art into the music, but I know not to take it 1,000 when it comes to some people.
Damn, I'm buying
Jack Harlow,
it,
come
bro.
on now.
Jack Harlow is about that life, bro.
I never eat that KFC meal.
But you know, for me, I got much respect for Jack Harlow, man. I was listening to an interview with him, and him talking about how did I mention this on podcast before?
And now we haven't talked about
yeah,
Jack
yeah,
Harlow.
Jack Harlow. How he was talking about how, you know, like guys forget how far he's come from. Like he's been in the industry behind the scenes like close to about 10 years, right? And one time he went to like this very white place to perform, and there were like 6 guys in the concert in the pub. You know, like when he's doing pubs, right?
Yeah.
And he had like a van. He was going on a tour. His first tour was like in a van. Man, guys be coming from far. But
He's
here's the-
about to achieve Eminem status though. 'cause
Yeah,
he's
man.
the only white kid. No, he's the only white kid in the industry who's making major moves like
Let's just
other
say
artists.
Jack Harlow's status, because Eminem's status is too big.
Eminem is different.
It's like that conversation of, you know, Chris Brown and Michael
MJ.
Jackson. You know, he just said, "Don't ever compare me to that person,"
But you
because
know-
of ABCD. So I feel as if
Nah, he's just being
Eminem.
respectful.
He's been respectful.
We all know Chris
Yeah,
Brown is just being
yeah,
respectful.
yeah. That, you know,
Did you see Michael Jackson in the court hooping?
No.
Have you ever seen that? Nah.
Bro, and you see, here's the thing, that conversation, right?
Chris knows what's up, bro.
That whole conversation to do with Michael Jackson and Chris Brown, I think guys need to understand. Has Chris Brown succeeded in more disciplines?
Yes. Yes.
And also, we had this argument, right? And I will open this argument one more time. Bro, had Michael Jackson been born the same year
As Chris Brown.
as Chris Brown,
stood no chance.
one of the biggest
Love it.
attributes of Michael Jackson,
Wow.
right? That attributed to who his legend status. I am not taking away from the fact that he's a legend. Is actually TV and radio.
But the problem is, without a Michael Jackson, there wouldn't have been a Chris Brown.
Yeah,
so
but
there was no way to know
but you
what
see,
Chris Brown would have picked at that time.
But there
'Cause
were-
MJ would have gone original.
But there were so many other influences of music, right? Music
Yes.
borrows from so many different things. You get who was there before Bob Marley?
Oh damn!
You get
Now you're going all the way back.
so
Yeah, but I get that, and
because I'm saying, let me just conclude this, right? Man, do you understand that nowadays we've just come from saying how much music has dropped? You have no fucking idea. You get, and there's way more music that's dropped than we have mentioned. Agreed?
Yeah.
We're coming from an era where studios, you couldn't have a studio in your house. Guys were not producers. What? If it was an album that is dropping, it's the only one that is dropping. You get?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson and them would perform Thriller 1982. Was it 82? Something like that, right? When it dropped, it was being given all the, the rights and everything. The internet era and the TV era cannot be compared for music distribution. I think one day we'll sit and argue about it.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, when I think about it, I think about it also from the basketball perspective. There are just those musicians who change the game, same as athletes. They're just those athletes that without them, the game would never look the same. Look at your Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Magic
Kobe.
Johnson, Kobe. All those people, there's a thing they introduce to the game, like it's just not possible to emit that part. And that's how I feel about like Michael Jackson. Like his impact was so huge that
Yep.
all ushers and everybody else who does R&B and whatnot, there's a way they look up to this guy. Chris Brown says he has shrines in his house just
Yeah.
for MJ. So that part, to eliminate it, it's gonna be hard. So I definitely get the argument, and I'm glad Chris Brown himself came out and just straightened that and just said it. Yeah,
But
he
we
is the GOAT.
know what time it
Yeah, when
is.
it comes to hooping and graffiti, we know. But gents, I want to present a story here to you guys that happened, and maybe out there guys can take precaution. So one of my uncles came from Kakamega without a thermos and chicken. Came, to the
Disappointed.
city to try and look for opportunities, So he came here. I will not say the company he applied to, but he applied to a certain company online to try and get a job there, blah, blah, blah. And it was like 2-3. So he applied like last week on Monday. So he was told, they tell you to wait. You'll receive a phone call. So 4 days go by, he doesn't receive a phone call. So he has to go back to Western and
confirm.
stuff. So he goes back to Western.
yeah.
So as he is on his way home, he receives a call, and the guy tells him, yo, your interview iko sawa. Your application iko sawa. What you're gonna do, come to Nairobi. Oh, he told him, I'm not in Nairobi right now. He told him, come to Nairobi. Go straight and get a medical test done, get all those things done, and then bring those details to me. Okay? So he's on his transit, so he had to alight on the way because this is an opportunity.
U-turn.
Yeah, U-turn. He came back to Nairobi.
Still no thermos, no chicken, no that.
Still no chicken, no thermos.
Yeah.
So we accommodate him. The next day, he calls back the number that called him. The guy receives and he's like, yo, go to, I will not say the hospital, but he still go to a specific hospital, get your
The
medical
yeah.
stuff done. But if you really know how a job process goes, you can't go for medical before at least getting an interview done. So it was a bit of a weird kind of thing, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, yo, where do I go? He's given a certain number to a doctor and told when you go to that doctor, he's the one to do the medical test to you. So he goes to the specific hospital, gets this specific doctor, and the doctor is like, hata si lazima nikutest, we fanya hivi, nitumie 10,000, nitakusainia hii kitu haraka haraka. You understand? So my uncle at that time, he didn't have the money. So he tried to negotiate, but those guys were just like, nah, this is how it is. Comes back home, he just feels he's not feeling okay, blah, blah, blah. Talks to my mom. My mom is like, hey, are you sure that thing is for real? So now we start doing DCI work, We called the main office of the place he applied to. Secretary, nice lady, like, oh, do you have this certain person? Because the guy gave his name. He's like, no, we don't have anybody of that sort in this company. We don't even, that interview process ended a long time where we're not even picking guys right now. So whoever called you is trying to play games with you. So out here, manze, if you're out there looking for a job, there are guys, it's inflation is up, things are up. Guys are trying to play games with, many different type of things. Finesse games are up right now.
Finesse is tough. It's tough out
Same
here.
to also this Instagram. You might go to you might see an Instagram shop. Hey, you're selling nice trousers. Hey, selling a nice jacket. Be watchful. Guys are out here on the hunt. Guys are out here on the hunt.
When's the last time you got like swindled on IG or online?
It has to be like last year. That IG one. There was an IG page that was selling some nice, out of this world jackets. You can't get this anywhere else.
Yeah.
And you fall for that trick. You send like 1,000 bob and then
Damn.
That happens a lot, eh?
How do you
that
feel,
happens
Calvin?
to guys. Man, come on, man.
When was the last time, mse alikutoka hivyo?
I told you guys about that PSK.
Oh yeah.
In 2020.
Yeah.
Hey,
Man,
PS. Do you still have the PS?
No. So the guy was like, oh, this was when like Kenya was in lockdown proper, right? So this guy was like, okay, cool, we can send you a PS.
was in another
what
county.
is another county? They'll send Securico and all of that. So I sent the guy the money. The guy switched off the phone. I was like, my nigga, so that's what you want to do? We just tracked him down.
You got your money back?
Yes, we did.
That's good.
Yeah, but a lot of people ain't got that, eh?
Yeah.
But
It's
that's
not
scared.
easy,
Me
yeah.
was just like, hunt is scared down, but here's the thing. Me, I will. Don't try and come at me. But you know
You
what?
know who I am.
No. It's
know
not.
my
It's,
name.
it's not even that. But also,
Yeah.
I've just come to realize, man. Yo, when the deal is too nice,
Think
just
twice.
fucking
Yeah,
think
yeah,
twice.
think
Yeah.
twice
Yo, this
about
life is a bit too hard, yeah?
Yeah.
And also, everybody will get conned at some point, you know.
Oh,
but you
yeah.
just gotta be like, at times you'll even be conned by someone who's like your boy, and you get still
That's the
patana,
one.
and you just
You're
look at
the
him
umbrella.
like,
That's the one.
see, you guys were conned juicy.
Bro.
When for the medical thing,
Yeah.
we spoke about it on podcast. But here's the thing,
Yeah.
especially this Instagram place. Wow.
Guys, watch
those
out.
businesses.
Yeah,
You
people
see,
have their own
Hey.
injections and skincare routines.
You have to send the money before we
Before.
take over the
and
products.
towels they're
Guy,
giving out.
I've been seeing guys, you know those ads that pop up at iPhone, Apple Watch, and MacBook all
1,000.
together. They're like at 120k.
That's
Bro.
a lie,
Bro.
bro.
And then
That's
you
a
have
lie.
to send money
Bro.
even before I send a photo.
At this, the watch and the MacBook. At 420k.
Yeah.
Bro.
Please
bro,
be serious.
bro,
So
bro,
as you're
bro.
out there, watch out and just be mindful, you know, of your cash in these high times. But that gives us also an opportunity to, you know, go to our website, get our lovely bottles. You know, the website I'm sure is
Merchandise.
appearing here. Yeah, all the merchandise.
So-
The mics are open.com.
As we're talking about that, have we filed our taxes?
Oh, I'm very tax compliant. Thank you.
Damn,
Yeah.
I've received many emails. Damn, KRA, pole
Carry
pole.
on, ABD.
So apparently,
I've actually done that today, bro.
our accountant at the office sent us a message and said, "Hey, it's mandatory for accountants in offices to send and ask their people
If
whether
they-
they've filed their taxes." I think it's like a new arrangement or something.
Wow.
Bro, if it's getting that serious, the country must be very broke. But you already know this. We haven't serviced many of our loans. Not to get technical.
But umesema hivyo, someone dropped something in the group about Kerega is wearing cameras.
Cameras.
Yeah. What's up with that story?
So obviously KRA are just trying to come up with ways to, you know, to
Stop.
collect more money and of course to stop corruption. Manze, me have told you guys, but me I don't know. Let me not implicate myself. I have heard
Allegedly.
right? You can't count for me, right? But man, yo, guys be minting money out there.
Yeah.
Yo, there's like this homie of mine who's a youngin. He just graduated. He's doing like an internship in KRA and everything. I was like, bro, ni sawa.
Good for you.
Ni sawa.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Go
we
for
hear
it.
those
He was
stories.
like, unajua lakini training might be for so long, like a year. I was like,
Ni
the
sawa,
problem
pole
with you
pole.
young motherfuckers is y'all just want to make money real quick.
Microwave.
I was like, bro, go into the system, learn.
Relax.
You shall come out nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hear
But-
those stories of someone earning 10,000 and having assets worth 2 billion.
How?
You know, and also, hey, man, this country is funny. You know, anyway, it's fine. We can skip
Nah,
it.
sema.
No, it's like recently when we've had all this politics and, no, mtu anaambiwa, hey, your degree, let's investigate it.
Yeah.
And then they go investigate, then they're like, no, we won't investigate, we are okay. Like, how does that happen?
Bro,
Politics.
let me
That's
tell
the
you.
thing, man.
How?
It's all.
Bro.
How
but
do you
then
get
it's-
your masters before the
Before,
undergrad?
yeah, before
you know,
the undergrad.
but you know,
yeah.
it's not a thing about the politics or
theatrics,
anything. It's just the world how it is, man. The world is a very conniving place. It's a very shrewd place. If you want something, you can achieve it. You get in so many ways, and that is why it all boils down. At the end of the day, you know, guys are always saying that A students are employed by C students.
True.
Well, like they're still saying that.
Yeah, oh, it is the truth.
But it's happening. It's happening.
Manze unapatanaga with some A guys who are textbook. This is how it has to be. Aye. Unapatana na watu wa C na D.
Na little
Backbenchers.
you know, he used to be called Echo.
Embedodo.
Yeah.
Why?
E for
Embedodo.
efforts.
E for Echo Chamber. Like hakuna kitu, you know.
Here we go.
Yeah, man.
But also, just talking about all these money situations and whatnot. I don't know if it's only me, but like 2 years, 3 years ago, even before the pandemic, how many meals did you all guys have in a day?
Me, I've always just been a 2-meal guy, but
To me, or for me, it depends with my schedule.
Okay.
Because when I was on the breakfast show, trust me, my feeding habits were
Different.
from now when I'm on the mid-morning slot.
Okay.
Because breakfast show, once you're done with, you know how hungry you are. after the breakfast show, right? So I'm gonna eat early in the morning, and by probably 1 I'm famished, bro. So I'm gonna eat again, and because I'm active, high body metabolism and all that, by usiku I'm hungry again, I'm gonna eat. So depending on my schedule, I'm gonna eat as much as I can. On the mid-morning slot, I eat twice a day because I have a heavy breakfast just before the show. I'm good for the better part of the day, and I can eat even late lunch or early dinner.
Yeah.
And I'm good.
Yeah, because I also thought like lunch was like a maybe. Yeah,
Really?
it was like if I don't have my lunch, I'll have like a heavy dinner, or I'll try and compensate in a way. Because I saw a headline that says, since inflation is up all around the world, and not because of the war. I'm sure the war attributes to it, the Ukraine and Russia attributes to it, but it's not the whole reason. And inflation is up everywhere in the world. And I saw this headline that said, tough times as most families skip lunch, considering it as a luxury. Is it that tough times have always been there, that's why we've skipped lunch, or it's just the way of life?
It's the
way of life, ama ni tough times may always be there.
I can answer that question from my various disciplines.
stages in life, Ama.
Various disciplines, right? When I see a headline like that, it says tough times. So one of the things that I do is I work on a project that is around feeding school-going children, right? And there's one school I visited a couple of weeks ago, right?
Congratulations.
Yes,
And these kids live in very impoverished environments, right? So they'll come to school, they've probably drunk water or uji or something. This is at 7 a.m. or something, right? And you're in a school that has a population of 1,200 that doesn't have a kitchen. The kids are not being fed anything, right? And they're supposed to be in class up until 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. And some of them will go home and probably have that one meal or probably won't. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? So when I see a headline like that, I'm like, some of these writers in these media houses are writing out of their ass. Let's be honest. You get? Because if you were to do your research, you will understand that guys are actually surviving on a meal.
Yeah, one breakfast or day. I'm just waiting usiku nikishapata paycheck yangu.
They used to look
You get? It's just one meal. That is why yoka ngumu, those two heavy things, fruit, what. Guys
ugali.
literally take naps during lunchtime.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
For
forget
you,
about everything.
you have to do your research and not just write things what. A more sensible article would be the cost of products, right? I like the article that was written today that actually says, I think you guys have seen this week, restaurants and vibanda saying ugali sosa hakuna, because this shit that makes sense, because right now
Even
there's no unga.
I saw a tweet that
And
said
that's a basic meal for us.
I saw a tweet that said guys no longer eat chips in matatus because inflation imepanda. Unajua?
I'm sure you're happy about that, bro.
Man, you guys were killing us with chips and kuku.
So-
a whole trip in the matatu.
So if you look at it so unga ilikuwa sijui, man, used to be 130, 120, 30. Now it's
so
at 160.
90.
It's about to hit 2 sock.
About
You
to
get,
go even
and it's
higher.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
It is. You
It's
didn't see
hit
the
200.
video of the lady who was screaming in the
In the supermarket.
because you get to the till and you're just like you go to the supermarket and my basic commodity is this amount, and when you go there and you're told add me 100 no
It's crazy, man.
crazy, man.
When you actually understand it, let me tell you this. Basic meals people are trying to have in this here country is 1 meal a day.
At least.
and
At
save
least.
something.
Yeah.
And save something. And things are really, really tough. 1 meal a day. A lot of people will sleep but when you even go to all of these different environments, right? Guys find different ways to eat. How what are they called? Say for instance a company like Kenchik, right? Kenchik, you guys when you're eating your KFC, what, you get your nice thigh, you're like, oh, I don't eat breast, I only want thigh, what, you're choosy with your parts. But now companies like Kenchik, whenever they have a factory close to them, they'll be selling necks, legs, backs, the head. Hiyo ni kitoweo bwana, unaelewa?
Inaweza bado,
Yeah.
Guys, guys will be ukoti a kilo of necks is 2 sock. or something.
That's good
Hiyo
news.
inapeleka watu for a whole duration.
That also calls for us to be considerate when we go to people's houses. Usiende sleepover kwa msee, nisiende kwa Andy nilale 1 week na najua inflation. Hey Andy, stop it. Now unajua inflation iko juu, because I had a friend of mine who told me they couldn't they had to tell their brother not to come over kutoka, shags, because he couldn't afford them being in one household together. I can afford to feed myself, but sasa tukiwa wawili ina present bit of a challenge, so I feel as if we should also be considerate as we're out there,
the ladies too, like
even the ladies,
because the same way. Say your brother ama kazi na nani huwezi muinvite over ama hawezi kuja kwako cause the expenditure, bro. I can only take care of one.
So also
say Shodi is used to coming over, you taking care of her ama.
So now she should expect the hard life.
We are rationing that.
We are rationing. Kama kukula nyama kila siku hakuna.
They take it. Acha turuke Wednesday mas.
Yo man, things are
Man,
crazy.
but these are the things that make you really rethink your life and the privileges that you have. Like, man, the distance between some of what happens on this side and what happens on that side is quite alarming. To some people, you'll ask them food is costing this much, bro.
They don't even
know, bro.
It's funny that on the daily when we see all those photos of can I just ask this, who comes up with the prices at supermarkets?
So the supermarket, basically supermarkets do this, right? And I'll mention some, right? So some just sell you shelving space. So basically they're like big warehouses.
Okay.
So supermarkets really, the best model when you're operating and running a supermarket is not for me to buy. You get, not to buy your commodities. Because if I buy your commodities, I've taken my money, bought that with no assurance.
I'm giving you a space.
Yes. Yeah. So may I give you space? And I'm like, okay, cool. I will sell this commodity, what. So some supermarkets do that. Yeah. Some supermarkets import their own stuff, which is already discounted, and they're part of like a global affiliate. So for them, it makes more sense. Hence why you will hear greater discounts. You get?
Because I'd like to see the breakdown on some of these prices. You go to a supermarket today, one toilet paper is X amount. You come the next day, they've added like 4 more shillings on it. You come 2 more days. So I was just wondering, like all those prices, is there like a regulation that happens, or it's just like vibes on the
and also the food delivery apps. The discounts usually like today it's here, the next day it's not there.
Yeah, the guys are complaining
70%.
But it's interesting. It's interesting that you say that, and I'll give you guys a hint. Not a hint. What is it called? A cheat. Supermarkets that traditionally are perceived to be cheaper are not necessarily cheaper. You get,
shortcut ni long cut.
You get like some larger chains that you might look at them and say they're a bit bougie and what may have better discounts. Like ukika down, if you actually wanna do what Andy's saying, at the 4 bob what nini. If you look at it, you will understand.
You'll actually see
Trust
out
me.
there. True. So scientists have done it again, and it's not that they've created any new diseases or anything like that. They haven't come up with new cures or anything like that, but scientists have done the thing. And they've come up with a new study that says smoking weed makes you nicer and less greedy. Calvin, being our resident, Rastaman and whatnot, unajua, shake them things, them. Do you agree with this? Like, are you nicer and less greedy? Unajua?
It's interesting, right? Like it's like being asked if you drive yet you don't drive. You guys are asking me.
Wajakoya.
That's a politician.
No, you guys are asking me like you guys are the drivers, but me I'm a pedestrian.
No, like
yet you're asking
we
me what is
a conversation.
You guys are honestly asking me. You guys are asking me whether I have seen potholes on the road and what are they doing to my shock absorbers?
Yeah.
Yet all I do is walk. So ladies and gentlemen, You're the drivers.
You want to throw
This
it to
Negro plays
someone?
hot potato. Unapata
Like-
msee ball
like-
during the final
like-
game, man. He
Dear
doesn't go to the
listeners,
ball.
what was that?
Get rid of the
I am a
ball.
pedestrian.
The fifth,
I
you
walk.
need someone on your
You
team.
guys are asking me about potholes, yet you guys are the ones who drive every
But
day.
did you see the portal while you were walking?
No,
Have you
I am on the
experienced
sidewalk.
pothole?
Did you not see the portal on the
No,
sidewalk?
I am focused.
Wow.
You get.
So you are not aware of
No,
your
no, 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 no,
surroundings.
no, no. I
That's what
only,
you're saying.
and you know, I can answer it in a different way.
I
Since
love
I'm a
it.
pedestrian and I use matatus occasionally, I do not concern myself with what the driver is feeling. You understand? Mimi mse wa Kalesa na leather. Unaelewa?
Sawa, Steph Capella.
So mnasemaje? So
Ati sawa mnasema.
so what?
Mimi nasema watu wa corruption wapewe
So-
kishash.
So what's the wear and tear of your cars? Like are you guys having to service more?
This one will just have to leave to the guys in the comment section. Premier gang, let us know, what do you feel? Do you feel the scientists are right or wrong?
So unajuanga tunasema hapa for research purposes, lakini considering the country we live in
Yeah.
and the environment and
Hakuna
the times,
research.
maze hii itabidi tumeacha man.
But
I don't know about
but anyway,
getting
I'll
to
tell
this
you guys
research.
this. I'll tell you guys this. Me, you know, I relate with a lot of people, but I'll tell you this, man. A lot of people smoke weed in this country. Like you may be in some boardrooms and guys are so well polished and shit.
Lakini
Alafu
wametoka
useme-
kaninio.
no. See ati wametoka in their pastimes, and this happens in every country, man.
Okay.
Like you've watched movies like Wolf of Wall Street. Those niggas were doing lines at lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Unaelewa?
Yeah.
Wakifanya you remember, even on like everywhere, you know what I mean, right? So
Yeah, if you remember.
so it is the same for the country. I mean, when you guys hear what Jokoya trying to push this motion and everything, and guys are so excited, you think it's just guys in
But,
Juja.
but I thought he declined. Like if I stand corrected by the way, if I'm right, right? He is about the commercialization of medical
Yes,
marijuana,
yes.
which is completely different from the agenda that is being imposed
Si kishash
on
kwa
him.
bash.
Yeah, si
Si
kishash
kishash
na
kwa-
lip gloss.
Wasa wanafikiria ni kishash kwa bash, wanataka ikwe kishash kwa bash,
But you see-
lakini sasa shida ni zote shamba ni moja mazi.
Exactly.
Asa itakuwaje kishash kwa bash lakini si kishash kwa bash.
But just like we said, guys don't listen, they skim through it. So watu wamesikia weed, highway ni moja.
Wanajua, yeah.
They don't know about tributary roads.
Yeah,
you
what
get?
do-
Hey,
Yeah.
sawa.
Hey, so construct the next expressway.
Yo, but they're talking about the expressway, man. That shit is confusing as fuck.
Walai.
They need to start saying, you know, these billboards that say Southern Bypass, this is where you're chomoka in. Don't make sense. Listen, if you're one of those people who's doing this express highway thing, tell us, if you exit from here, you're going here. Manzi leo nilikuwa naenda Enterprise Road.
Uliingia shimo mbaya.
Wow. So you know when you're going to Enterprise, you're supposed to exit by the Southern Bypass. Man, Mimi huyo, I even did that thing. Southern Bypass. I'm like, nah, this is not it. It usually is ahead. Mimi huyo mpaka Eastern Bypass. All the way.
Welcome to
and then
Ethiopia.
you chomoka the Eastern Bypass, you can't turn because I'm going back to Enterprise. Now I get on the old road. Mpaka JKIA.
Yeah.
Then I turn under. I've seen there's already traffic, so I come back, drive through traffic. I get to the northeastern the eastern bypass again, express highway.
Calvin,
Then I
ukiingia
shuka.
JKIA upande ndege uende gani?
Bana.
Sasa ni
Then
gani?
then I shuka from the expressway at the southern bypass. Higher, I get on that key spiral for Pale Airtel, ile ya juu. Then I turn back again. I get onto the older road so that I can. I'm just like, the fuck. That shit cost me 5 sok.
Unaongea kama mseme amepoteza 10k man.
Bro,
Bado
no,
hiyo ni
like let me tell you, guys, and I know a lot of people have been, but you know, there's guys who use it, so they've mastered it.
That's a genuine rant.
But if they could just say, you know how it says Southern Bypass, if you're exiting here, it's taking you to.
Haile Selassie.
You're going to Enterprise Road, what, like, say, how many turns in? Anyway.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be too much? Wouldn't that be too much?
No, fuck, there's never, yo, listen, it's a fucking road, tell me where I'm going.
Hey,
Aya, sawa, pole.
Oh, unajua, do you know how much gas I used today, bana?
fuel.
Fuel.
Yeah.
Hey, Things have changed. It's no longer
Fuel.
it's gas.
Man.
Oh damn, is that it tuingie?
I think also leo tunaingia headlines.
Ebu ngoja.
Hebu tuambie.
Kuna kitu vena taliangusha hapa kwa group man.
Before you tell us that, remember, like, share and subscribe. We're trying to get our subscription up. We're trying to get our subscribers
get the plaque
up. Yeah, we're trying to get the plaque on the wall.
Yeah, man.
Tutoe hii mambo ya love, live and laughing. Unajua? So make sure you like, share and subscribe. If you're listening on audio, make sure you check us out also on YouTube, because it's different kind of experience on audio. You know, you can be listening to us in the car, in the office. Premier Gang, thank you very much. And you can also, you know, take your time and go to YouTube and check us out there. And also other amazing things. We have the lockdown sessions pale leo usiku, you know. You can link that today night. Alafu kesho asubuhi, man like Grouch, you know, wake up call things. So make sure you're there and support us so that, you know, we get better things your way. Ama vipi Andy?
Alafu if you came here for Ashley's ties, we still love you.
Yeah,
man.
like.
Yeah, we still love you.
Aya, moving on. What did Venant send to the group?
In Kenya.
Where?
Alikuwa ameshout.
In Asira, violence.
In Kenya, if someone shows you a way of making money, you are their way of making money.
Yani when do your research?
How?
Yeah?
Like,
Nikikam nikushow, bro, this is how we can make money. There's a reason why I came to you.
Yeah. I want to see if you'll get arrested first.
Not where I was going with it, but yeah, that's also a possibility.
Yeah, I wanna
Nataka
see
kucheki vile utacheza nayo kwanza.
Yeah, because I also, it's the same way you might be wanting to start a business, you know, in Ruaka, and how things go in that yard. But if you tell me, Neville, who has money, you tell me, hey, Nevo, enda uanzishe biz tujue ni
Tuanzishe
aje.
biz, man.
Eh,
Tuanzishe
so,
biz. Niko na
then you
idea.
get into the biz, it flops, and then I know, maybe a place for fish and chips is not it. Maybe place ya chapo and something else is
And
it. So maybe
to
in a
prove
good
this
kind
right,
of way.
To prove this right, pyramid schemes, bro. Pyramid schemes.
but pyramid schemes watu wagatu wanaingizana.
But bro, do you know, I remember a time nilikuwa primo, I think class 7, class 6 or something, and there was I don't remember the name of that scheme, but this is how it started and this is how it spread. Like, parents were being told, you can invest this amount of money, X amount of money, to start investing in the future of your kids' education. Right?
No, the
Ile
education
pole pole,
policies
right?
work, yeah.
So it starts with someone coming to tell you, you know what, we can save this amount of money and we can spend only this amount of money on what you used to go all out on, right? And then now you go and tell, bro, do you know the very day we all went to apply for whatever was going on, ilikuwa ka funky. Why? Because I'm there, my cousins are there, other family friends are there, and this is how I came to know, like, okay, this is actually for real. If someone wants to make money off of you, they're gonna come to you with an idea. And then now you buy the idea, the best PR, person to person, word of mouth. I've experienced this, blah, blah, blah,
I mean,
blah, blah.
Ponzi-
So I believe this to some extent.
Ponzi schemes work like that. Yeah, there's an element of truth to it. Actually, yeah. I
So you agree?
There's an element of truth to it. Not just in Kenya, but see, even our Netflix guy.
Oh, Levive.
Unampenda huyu jamaa.
Simon
wa scam.
Levive.
Yeah. So
Tuna
you're selling
similar.
that, I'll pay you this much. You just need to. Yeah.
ABCD.
That's like your hero or
Joe,
something right now.
now me, I'm nice. Let me ask you, Andy, man, I noticed you be wearing gold chains and shit, bro.
Gold, man.
Yeah. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, nimekuwa nikicheki bana. Unajua,
Wewe umekuwa ukinicheki.
hey,
Don't be funny.
This is
Bro.
a Spider-Man meme.
manze, you know, his chain is so heavy. Yani wakatrai kumpiga ngeta, he just comes with it. Shingo inakuja naye. Manege, you know, let me tell you, when I was in Lagos early this year, right? I told myself, when I go back to Lagos, like in December, inshallah, I have to go back with a gold chain, because I've felt some type of way, man. Like, everybody had like chain. Unaelewa?
The neck
Like, the
was
guy must
naked.
be wearing like some African print. Lakini,
Your chain
Shingo
moja.
ina-
Ina make a
man.
difference.
So when I came back, I went to like a gold store,
Eish.
and they were like, Calvin, you want the slim one or you want the thick one? I was like, nigga, I want the thick, right? That's what he said. So
It's Pride Month, but relax.
so the guy was like, he was like, he was even send me the
goodness, I'm
picture.
really trying.
Even send me the picture on WhatsApp. I'm talking about the chain, right? So the thin one,
That should be our
obviously,
intro.
me, I was
The
like,
one of the slim one.
I was like, no, I don't want that. Hey, manze. So he showed me this one. Alafu was like, he told me, it was like, would you believe this? I'm not even kidding. It was 19 inches. Do you know how long that is?
Yeah.
like you put it on your chest.
But leo umejaribu. Today you
So you put 19 inches on your chest, Calvin. Was it too heavy for you, or you enjoyed the 19 inches on the chest?
It was long, you get. But the guy was like, so the guy was like, you like it? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you come on, you know I like it. so he was like, so how you gonna pay for it?
Damn, ulichonga viazi sasa.
I think that was the
Bro, yo, that chain was like 3 sock bana. Manze, I was just like, my ancestors will not have me wear a chain that's 300K.
How
they'll
is this flash on a chain?
No, because them niggas will just be in my sleep. Kashamba, kakwota, kawat, kashamba. You get like if I tell my mom, your mom,
Is it
the
the
chain
kakaza
3
hapa kwa
sock.
shingo, man?
My mom is like, you don't want a plot in Joska or Kamulu.
Just
You know
a
it's
notch.
gonna appreciate.
I have a
I'm
whole
like, well,
plot over
gold
here.
is gonna appreciate as well. You get, but yeah, man. So I don't know if anyone is willing to give me work that I can walk for that gold chain. I said if I can walk to make
Those
it.
19 inches.
Yeah.
You want the 19?
That one's the 19. Cause man, like I was just like, yo, everyone
300
in
stacks.
this place has a chain banner. And that time, guess what? We're like a beach party. I'm like, Allah. So that was interesting.
Damn, get one, bro, get one. Damn, can we
So
just get
guys,
into open mic?
in case you've ever wondered, man, who's got all the guap? Are you seeing that? Ebu zoom in. See that chain banner? That's what we're talking about.
You know, till now they're talking about your drip in the last episode.
Yeah, the
kwa comment
black and white.
section.
What is I wearing?
The Foot Locker. Ile
No,
Foot Locker,
no,
oh.
ikuwa Foot
Oh,
Locker.
ni ile shati ya corruption.
Hata ile alikuwa na ingine mazi, alafu alikuwa amepiga some khakis and then Clarks, zilikuwa Clarks ama zilikuwa nini?
Ni ile
What were you wearing? Zara. So you remember what you were wearing?
Oh, the
nigga?
shoes, man. No,
Wapige man, inafaa hivyo. Dressing
Damn.
nice is good.
tunaingia
Kulikuwa-
one on one.
Before tuingie kitu ya open mic, tunaweza takoli headline ya World Cup fans could be jailed for 7 years if you have a one night stand in Qatar. I'm
Yeah,
sure some
one night
people
stand
want
suck.
to go and watch. The World Cup is an event that not many people are. It's a good thing maybe to attend once or twice, especially if it's in in your continent or something
Yeah.
like that. So Qatar seems like the place that you can go and
Bro,
enjoy it.
Fuck that. I won't even let you finish.
One night stand.
Fuck that shit.
damn, that's
Let me
amazing.
tell you, football, sex, beer go hand in hand.
And chicken.
What the fuck would you mean? And chicken. Like, how you going to invite us to your country and tell us, hey, come spend money? Do you guys have any idea how much a World Cup ticket is? Kwanza ati you just want to go like
Which
watch
side?
the matches zile zimeanza. Those ones you can even like you're watching
Qualifiers.
on the TV. You're at the stadium but you're watching on the screen because you can't see Messi's tiny ass self on the whatever. Bro,
nosebleeds.
some of those tickets are like 60,000 shillings. One. You understand?
Hauja travel.
So you telling me I paid accommodation that
Yeah,
time
fair.
shots they've shot up.
So how much
Because
you
peak
spending?
season.
Hey bro, kwenda
You
World
have to
Cup.
have a one night stand. That means,
Bro, what
after
I'm
spending all that money.
trying to say is this.
Hawezi kata airfare, hawezi book hoteli, hawezi ona match alafu kose one night
Rudi
stand.
hivyo, man.
you know I need some shit to wipe away my tears.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
mkono iko
And I'm
sawa.
talking alcohol, getting drunk. Like I want to get drunk in your city. Be like, why? Alafu that time Kenya's been given like 13-0. You know what I mean?
Punguza manze kwe 12. Wacha.
Bana, like they need to get serious and
You need a
figure
shoulder
some
to
shit
cry
out.
on after
They just
19
need
mil.
to say, listen, we can, just like how the Catholic Church says, you can fornicate and then come to us. We shall.
I don't know which verse that is, but okay.
No, what I'm
Yo,
trying to say.
I have-
Niggas are encouraged to go confess.
This is like when Ruto was trying to give the Bible verse and then he gave the wrong Bible verse. So please, I don't know if Catholics you agree with this statement.
But
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You get, like, bro, what is as in guys are gonna be watching their teams whooped, dropping out of the group stages, and you're sober as fuck.
No, bro, imagine the sexual tension in the stadiums, maze.
You guys can't. I mean, you guys in the stadium can't even chant. We will fuck you. You can't even chant that.
Oh man, there's no chance like that, Calvin. But yeah, so that was a headline that if you're fortunate to go to
Oh,
Qatar, just keep it in your pants. Because about 7 years in a foreign prison,
You don't play around in the UAE, bro.
it's not nice at all.
It's different
So
out there.
yeah, just watch out on that. So
That would
Tige-
literally be banged up abroad.
Okay, hey, man, 19 inches. Hey, leo ni kugwanso. So tuingie open
You guys
mic.
don't remember that show? on
Let's
Netflix?
go.
Open mic. If you want to participate in open mic, all you need to do is hit our DMs with any questions. Instagram, Twitter, at the mics are opener, and also Telegram.
Or Telegram.
Yes,
brother.
make sure you're there on Telegram. Drop all those exciting things in there, and just let us know what you'd like us to discuss. So it's not closed off to anyone. And as we said, we'd like open mic to grow bigger, where there are more things added to it. So
Yeah.
open mic, let's go. Do you all split rent with your girlfriends? Or you all pay the whole rent and let her help you with Wi-Fi and small stuff?
Who are those?
Yeah, if you stay with your girlfriend, hypothetically, I don't know who wants to go first.
Calvin.
Where I live solo.
In the event,
Okay,
or,
the event.
or if you've lived with a significant other before,
Yeah.
how was the financial arrangement?
My nigga, I'm the king of my king.
So
King
you
of
pay
my
all the
castle.
bills.
So she pays everything.
That's why she calls me Kang Kang. Because I'm the king.
Did you write
No,
that one
man, I
down?
meant to say.
Did you write that one
I
down
meant
before
Did
you
you write
say?
this one in the dark? Did you really write this joke, or was it? This one is top of mind. It's like a
This is
freestyle.
top of
Let's
mind.
give him that. It's a freestyle.
No, I think I've ever.
It's a freestyle joke.
I think I've ever had a rapper say. I've ever had a rapper say Kang Kang or some shit.
Yeah, boss.
Yes,
How much is the guy for Kang Kang, man?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
That's what
Abbas fans, we are sorry.
Yo, like
Oh, man.
I've been seeing niggas on Twitter tweet some shit. I'm like, yo, I might change my name from Big C. Like today, I saw a guy called Micharazo. I remembered who? Bobby Mapesa. Micharazo. That was a really dope
Oh,
one.
is it?
So I might
Anyway,
just change to Kang Kang.
Back to it. Do you all split the rent? Okay, let's speak about it hypothetically. What do you think you do? Do you all split the rent, or she can just, or you can pay all the bills and let her pay for Wi-Fi and water and all the small stuff?
Hi-Fi. Alipe Wi-Fi. No, my thing is this.
Is it an
You all
ad?
gas this guy too much in the comment section, and that is
Preach.
why.
Preach.
This is why.
Preach.
Do not encourage these jokes, please. Oh my god.
It's not giving, guys.
So
that
my
was
thing is
kinda
this.
nice though, I'm
Listen,
not gonna
guys,
lie.
we need to. The battery's
was
about
a-
to run out. The battery's about. My thing is this. So we get over with Nini.
Yeah.
If we're getting into a situation where like we're getting serious and all of that, and you're moving into my spot, I'll make sure that at least the household is taken care of. Like I'll pay the rent and all of that. Wi-Fi, come on, man. That's like kidogo, man. You can not to me. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You can cater to all of that, and maybe she can cater towards the food
can
and all
cater
of
to
that.
me too.
You get, yeah, cause bro, I can't be over here carrying the whole house. You know those ones. You're just
And those
like,
19 inches.
I just.
Man's on his chest already. And then bills, oh no.
like the only thing I have is this gold chain. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
Andy,
Yeah.
how do you feel about it? Splitting, or she can just take care of the little things?
Pause. I want to say I want to handle the rent and take care of everything else, but I also don't want to close it off to what ideas she'd have when it comes to our financial responsibilities. But if it were up to me, let me take care of the rent, you take care of everything else.
Okay, so
You?
as if situations are good, yes, let me take care of everything, and once or twice you can pick up, small things, but it is what it is. Muna feel aje? Anything else?
One more.
One more. Some questions were dropped in the group.
Damn.
Andy, there was some that were sent to you. Maybe have a second to look at them. Calvin, ulitumiwa kitu yoyote ya maana?
By the way, shout out to the guy who was
kuna
asking us about the nini, about bailing on that situation. Remember that last weekend? He said thanks very much for the advice. So
For
we really
marriage.
appreciate. Yeah, man, that was a really good one.
Also, I was out there. Now the new spots being opened up at Village Market. There's the miniature golf place, and there was
Like
some
glow
guys,
in the dark.
Glow in the dark. There were some guys there who are fans of the podcast, so I said I'll shout you out.
Hey.
So shout out to you guys and.
Ulikuwa unafanya nini
Yes,
huko,
glow in
Neville?
the dark. Unajua? Yeah, some of
But
us
Eli,
forget
You know they almost made glow in the dark condoms.
I feel like they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That would kind of show like if you've got a VD.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
They're not gonna catch my boy in 4K. Anyway, last one. Hey gang, I know none of y'all are married.
The fuck?
No, are we okay?
Sorry.
So, but still, I'd like your opinion on the institution of marriage. Do you guys think a marriage can survive this age of social media and the general fast-paced life we live today? Should we just live the fantasy or that fantasy to our parents' lifetime and accept that it simply cannot work in 2022? Damn. When women would rather do their nails and be on their phones than actually raise families, waiting especially on Big C's take. Asante.
Allah.
Wow.
Okay, so my
That
thing
took
is
a
this.
time.
My thing is this, man. Love is a beautiful thing. If you guys can find it within yourselves to actually do it, go forward and do it, right? Because a lot of people lack backbones. Have your own backbone and commit to what you want to do. If you feel that you want, do not be stopped, right? It's like how everybody always has a thing to say about... everybody always has a thing. In Kenya, there's always a thing of usinunue yo gari.
Yeah.
You can't get the spare parts. The nigga who's telling you,
Always his car.
Kalesa.
he's on his bike.
Futsubishi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the fuck are you telling me? You get?
Yeah.
So go forth and do it. There's a lot in life. There will always be a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
But if you truly feel that you and your partner can go forward and do it, invite us. We'll come eat mchele. You
Yeah,
get?
hatuwezi
Yeah.
kataa. Plus, the duties of raising the kids is not only for women,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's not.
It's for both of us to be in our children's lives. So that should be out
Yeah.
of the question. And women doing their nails and stuff, that is an everyday thing. So that is also not a major concern. But as Calvin said, marriage is a business, right? It's like we have
Yeah.
to. It's somehow of a business.
It's a company.
Yeah, it's like a company. You know, it has to be run the right way. You know, everybody has to feel a certain way so that it works out and our company can be this empire kind of thing. So for you all to build that, lazima mpwe kwa pamoja in a way. So same page kind of thing. So make sure it's like that.
And just to add on to what Nev is saying, a lot of people usually say, oh, like, our forefathers and what did it. You have to remember the pressures at that point were not the pressures that we have in this point. Life has evolved and changed so much. Unaelewa? Things we have to deal with. Like, anxiety wasn't a thing for them. You understand?
Yeah.
They didn't have emails coming to their phones all the damn time. You didn't have mobile phones. You weren't as accessible. So there was a lot of limitations. It's like you telling someone who's in jail, who hasn't tasted freedom, yo, being outside is dope.
True.
How the fuck are they even gonna
Relate.
You get what I mean? So there's a lot of noise, so go forward and do it.
Cool.
Yeah, I say also change your social media algorithm, because I see a lot of cute couples. They see a lot of married people doing so much on social media, couple content. So you talking about babes only wanting to show their nails and that, let them, but maybe you're interpreting this wrong, bro. They want to do that because they just want to do
That's
it.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
man.
I feel like your question was rather specific cause, and I understand because it's something that you feel like they'd rather do this than do that. The fact that we're talking about how our parents used to operate back in the day, I want you to go forward in time and think about how your kids are going to be talking about how we handle dating and whether we cracked to the pressure of social media. So you have to beat it. Don't buy into the system. Do what you want to do, bro. Be happy.
Yeah, and thank you very much for everybody who sends these questions in. And please, my DMs are not the place for the naughty ones. Because do you want us to finish off with one here?
Maliza.
The one sentence guy is back. So he says,
Okay.
guy, enyewe tuichukua next week. Hii ni mbaya. Hiyo tutachukua next week.
You only cliffhanger gani hiyo, man.
Yeah, let's go. Come back with it next week. Lock in.
So they have to tune in to find out
next
what
week we'll
Next
read
week,
your questions.
next week,
So,
yeah.
you'll be good. Thank you very much. This has been another episode of The Mics Are Open.
Yes,
and
sir.
we appreciate you and appreciate everyone else. Have a good week and have a good weekend.
Yeah, man.
I have been Neville.
And young,
And Big Kong Kong.
adios.